Hi folks, this is Refik. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to focus on the facial recognition UI built with ReactJS. But before we begin, please like the video and do not forget to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with the latest videos. Also, your comments are more than welcome. Thank you for your all support in advance. Once you visit the repository of DeepFace React UI in its README, all you need to do is explain, and thereafter we are going to access face verification module from your browser. Here, please visit the running the service section, and as described here, you need to clone this repository and also regular DeepFace repository into same folder. Once you clone required repositories, thereafter you need to configure the React UI. Here I opened the repository with VS Code, and as you can see there's a .env.example file. We need to copy this as .env. Thereafter we need to configure this. In this environment variable, the endpoint address of the backend DeepFace service is mentioned, and we are not going to change this. Also here you can configure the backend facial recognition module among these models, for example VGG-Face, FaceNet 512, OpenFace, DeepFace, DeepID, ArcFace, Dlib, SFace, and finally GhostFaceNet are supported models in the DeepFace. Similarly, you can configure the backend face detector module. You can use OpenCV, SSD, MTCNN, Dlib, MediaPipe, RetinaFace, YOLO, YuNet, and finally CenterFace. I'm not going to change them, so in our experiment we are going to use FaceNet and OpenCV pair. And finally, as a similarity metric, we are going to use cosine, but if you want you can switch this to Euclidean or L2 normalized Euclidean. Here this environment variable is responsible for activating anti-spoofing. If you set this to 1, thereafter analyze function is going to also check the anti-spoofing. The important part is here we are going to define our facial database here. Identities in our facial database should have prefix react_app_user. Thereafter you should set its name, and value should be the base64 encoded image of that person. Example, I'm going to define my identity, and as an image I'm going to use the image in my personal blog. Secondly, I'm going to use the image of Mark Zuckerberg, and let's use his picture from this backend. Thereafter, I'm going to use an online tool to image to base64. Here, I'm going to drag and drop images. This is my image, and let's show its code and get the base64 encoded version of this image. I'm going to copy this value to React app user underscore specific. Similarly, I'm going to define another user with React app user prefix, and the username is going to be Mark. Let's drag and drop Mark Zuckerberg's image, show its code, and copy it and paste it to this value. Thereafter, you need to run two different terminals, and the first one you need to switch the scripts folder of the DeepFace repository. Thereafter, run it via Dockerized Service or run the service directly. In this experiment, I'm going to run the service directly. And in the second terminal, you need to switch the repository of the DeepFace React, also switch the scripts folder. Here, as you can see, you can run the service directly or run it from Docker. Let's run it directly. As you can see, React UI is up at localhost 3000 port. Meanwhile, DeepFace service is up at localhost 5005 port. Here we run both DeepFace and DeepFace React directly, but this requires to install the dependent packages into your file system. On the other hand, you may want to run both of those services via Docker. For this, I'm going to run the Dockerized shell scripts. Similarly, in DeepFace React, I'm going to run Dockerized shell scripts. As you can see, DeepFace service is up at 5000 port, but this is redirected to 5005. That's why just this endpoint address, DeepFace service is up. And similarly, I'm going to reload this page, localhost 3000. This is going to reload the React UI. So both React UI and DeepFace backend service are running via Docker right now. What's more, we can run this service in a single terminal, and I'm killing the running DeepFace and also React UI. In React UI's scripts folder, as you can see, there's a compose shell script. This is running both DeepFace service and DeepFace React UI with single command, but this requires to clone the DeepFace repository and DeepFace React UI repository in the same folder. If I run compose shell script, this is going to run standalone application. As you can see, we just used one terminal and we just performed compose.shell script, and this is running both backend face service and also its React UI. So we configured our .env file and run the DeepFace React UI service. We prefer to run it with Docker Compose. In that way, we don't have to run DeepFace service separately, but it's totally fine to run DeepFace and DeepFace React UI separately. Thereafter, I'm going to visit localhost 3000, and this is going to a webcam on the browser. Here I'm going to click verify. This is going to try to verify the identity captured from this webcam into my database. Let's click to verify. As you can see, it says verified and welcome Sefik. Highlights my name. Now I'm going to show an image from my mobile phone and click the verify button again. This is image of Mark Zuckerberg, and let's see what's going to happen. As you can see, it says welcome Mark. So the given image is identified as Mark Zuckerberg from this image. Let's try another image. I'm going to give an image of Jack Dorsey, and please notice that this image is not available in our database. As you can see, it says not verified for the Jack Dorsey's image because this is not available in our facial database. What can also be done in our configuration, I'm going to change this React app anti-spoofing environment variable to 1. And in that way, this is going to analyze anti-spoofing. But now I'm going to run the service directly instead of running the service via Docker because I just want to run this time. Let's reload the application and show the image of Mark Zuckerberg because he's available in our database. It says not verified, but if you visit the developer tools here, you are going to see the exception message, and it says spoof detected in the given image, but in the screen it highlights not verified. Let's try it for me again. As you can see, now it's verified. Even though anti-spoofing done in this verification, it can identify my face from the captured image. So in this video, we focused on how to use deep face recognition UI built with ReactJS. In that way, we are able to perform face verification tasks from our browser directly, and this can be switched to React Native easily. In that way, we can perform same verification tasks in our mobile phones easily. If you do like this video, please like it in YouTube and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you make comments in this video, I'd be appreciated because in that way it will reach much more people. Thank you all for watching and see you next time.